and get turned up with DeDe in the morning.
It's DeDe in the morning along with Lady Jade and Michael Sean. I'm excited because there's a gentleman in here and he had one of the hottest songs that every time I hear it, even to this day, I will turn it up like crazy. Right? Everybody, you got to welcome to the show the man who sings a song. What is it? If you love me, say it. Yeah. Trust me. Y'all got to give it up for Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez in the building.
All right. I just got to tell Ron that when I hear say it.
Oh, wait a second. You got this deep voice.
He does.
Now, hold up.
I'm sorry. Nah, it's just because I just woke up.
Oh.
I literally, the bus is like downstairs.
The tour bus.
Yeah, the tour bus downstairs. We just literally came from right here. He just woke me up.
Well, you smell good.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah,
I like that fragrance.
It is. Yeah. Tory Lanez, though, he has a song "Say It" that everybody was loving. It was like the breakout hit that became like the hit of that year and everything else. Now you got a new album.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to talk about that in a minute. In the meantime, I just want to look at you for a second because I was looking at your Instagram and like Jade said, I love the aroma. I was looking at your Instagram and you do a lot of smoking on there. I was like, is that a cigar? You smoke cigars? Or you smoke cigars, right? Me too. Me too. They got a new one for ladies called Boss Lady. Yeah. I do too. Yep, that's what's up. Yeah.
You got that loud, boy.
Do a lot of people say when they first hear you singing and stuff that you don't look like you would be a singer?
A lot of people just say I don't look like my voice, period. Yeah. You know, because my voice ranges from so many different ways. And my apologies. I know my voice sounded like...
No, it's early.
It sounds good.
Really nice. It's early.
No, you're good.
Nah, but like a lot of people tell me just like my voice is either like really deep or it's like really high. And they're like, yo, how do you...
Can go back and forth like that.
That doesn't even sound like the same person.
Right.
So
Yeah.
how do you know?
How did this whole thing start? Was it in Canada with the mixtapes, or was it Sean Kingston who got you?
Nah, it was Canada with the mixtapes. The mixtapes eventually got me to Sean Kingston. And then I left out of that deal when I was like 21.
Right.
Wow.
And from there, I met a dude named Sasha Stone, who's like responsible for this thing that y'all do in Texas called Jambalaya.
Right. I got.
He created that festival and like a lot of other things, and he did like a lot of the touring out here. So it's crazy because I was actually out here in Texas, like kind of pushing my music before it really popped like that. And
Wow.
I was out here living in
That's
Austin.
what I thought.
So were you rapping first and then singing?
Yeah, I was rapping first.
Do you consider yourself a rapper or a singer now?
I mean, at this point, I consider myself just an artist. You know, I like to make music and I like to paint pictures with the
Got you.
craft.
I want to know what's going on in Canada. That y'all got these so many superstars
I know.
coming out. Like, and where if we didn't know
And talented
anything
as
about
hell.
Canada, then obviously Drake
Honestly, I don't even know. I think it might be something in the water, or I don't know. I just think because, you know, like they say, like New York is like a big melting pot of culture. Toronto is like a real melting pot of like all kinds of different culture, and it's like it's so cultural that I think that if you're from a different culture, you still end up growing up in somebody else's culture because it's so close together.
Got you.
And I just think the mixtures of music, the way we grew up listening to it, I think it has something.
So when you're listening to the radio in Canada, what would we listen to? It'd be everything. Like, what are you saying?
I just think like you know, when you grow up, you don't just grow up like, even it doesn't really matter if you're in the hood or if you're in a very rich area. Everybody's still cultural. So you go to school with like a bunch of kids from Jamaica.
I see what you're saying. Nice.
And then it's like you got a bunch of Asian kids. Then you got, you know, it's
a lot more exposure. It sounds like,
it's really, really, really diverse.
So speaking of music, who's your favorite artist besides yourself?
You mean as like forever or just?
Yeah, forever is fine. Yeah, for sure.
I like Pac.
Okay. Who do you sing when you're singing around the house? If you're not singing yourself, who do you like to sing? Like,
I like The Dream.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
His music is very great.
Okay. What about any old school?
I like Michael Jackson. I like R. Kelly.
Oh yeah.
I like Aaliyah, of course. A lot of
What would be your favorite song? Like if there was a song that somebody said your favorite song of all time, like that song right there, I could hear over and over.
that I could just listen to over and
Yes.
over. Pharrell and Snoop Dogg, Let's Get Blown.
Of course.
I know, it's not really old, but you know.
Yeah. Now speaking of Snoop, have you ever hung out with him? You guys ever had a nice
I've met him like really briefly before, but I never got a chance to like hang out with him or smoke with him.
you would like to though, right? I hear he will. I hear
That's
he
Uncle
can.
Snoop, man. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Like,
You really think you could do that? Smoke with him? Because they say that dude right there is on another level.
I don't believe that. I don't care how much Snoop Dogg smokes. I just don't believe at this point that he could outsmoke me.
Oh, that's right. Come on, own that. That's what I'm saying. ask because I have a
Don't believe
sister. We talk about her every hour on the hour. She got to wake and bake like every hour. My sister does it.
See, like,
What is yours?
See, I feel bad, like, cause like I'm really like an avid smoker, especially because of the fact that I record so much. So every time I record, I kind of smoke while I record.
Right.
I don't really write anything
you just-
down. It's kind of a vibe.
Right.
But I smoke back to back to back to back.
dang.
Like, you know, like,
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's how I used to
God.
drink.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you, like, would you date a fan, or have you dated a fan?
yeah.
Yeah, you would. I
not?
mean, but you haven't dated one now?
I mean, I don't think I've dated like a super uber fan. I don't think the opportunity was presented.
You don't pull
either.
nobody up out that audience. Come on now.
No, not like that. That's,
You don't have your guys go out and look at a chick and be like, bring her backstage.
Nah. I mean,
That's nice.
like what we'll do honestly is what we used to do. We used to kind of have like a room, and like we just didn't do it this tour because it was getting out of hand. But we used to have
a
like
room?
this room called like the Experience Room,
Right.
and
That's what y'all called it
I
in
like
every
it.
city?
yeah, it was just called the Experience Room. We actually stole it from like another tour that we were on, but we do like this thing with where it's called like the Experience Room, where we'll have like certain people who are in the crowd or certain girls in the crowd, and like people that you may invite just to this place in the it's like one of the green rooms that they turn into like a party room.
Right.
So it's like, there's no reason for us to have to be like, yo, get her and her. And
Oh,
'Cause
they
they
were
were
already there.
They were in the
most
experience
of them
room.
most of them already come to the Experience Room
Yeah.
Did you ever kick anybody out of the experience room?
all the time.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
like, what were they
But
doing
It was
that you
never
were-
me that had to kick them out. It was just like security would just like.
Why? Because
people
what would they
just
be doing?
the
Like, what do
most.
these chicks do?
Just doing the most. Like sometimes you get people that just really just can't believe that they're there for
Yeah.
some odd reason. You
Yeah.
know
Hold
I'm
on, what do you
saying?
mean? What
Let
are
me
the
write this down.
what are the
Experience room.
qualifications? What are the qualifications to make it to the experience room?
Jay, you'd be in there. I will tell you that now.
No.
Nah, but see, you would have been in there.
No.
It's
Yeah,
not
she would.
actually-
Yeah, she
'cause
would've.
The thing about it is it's not like a groupie room. It's
Yeah.
actually a room where it's like all of us would be there. It's just not even like it's like if you were just there, even if you were like a family member or somebody, you might happen to be in that room because it's just a room where you get a drink,
Right.
and chill. It's
Right.
not
Right.
actually like some room where like
Yeah.
It's not the smash out room.
it's
No.
not the tour bus.
Yeah. Tour bus.
Now, if you get to
You know
the
what
tour
I'm
bus,
saying? Like,
Yeah. So,
It's a
we are
different
talking to
experience.
Tory Lanez, of course, and he's here in the studio. And one of the things I really love about him, because he's like my sister, he likes to wake and bake, which I want to get back on that. When you do that, do you ever have like some crazy thoughts or thinking conspiracies or think that the
Lord.
world
See,
is
I don't-
flat?
I don't get like that.
You don't do the whole thing
Nah,
where
past that place.
you don't. Oh, you used to do that though.
Yeah,
You
like
see-
like you don't. I think when you first start smoking, you get a lot of like really crazy, like out of this world.
I mean, what were you
ideas.
smoking?
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, but you have
I
thoughts,
just think
right?
when
Like
you first start
did you-
smoking,
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Your brain kind of like has this thing, like
Right.
It starts to think, right? And you start
yeah,
thinking on
you're,
another
like,
level, and you're like,
on
oh
some
my
whole
god.
other stuff. You
Okay,
know what I mean?
did you start doing all kind of like, you didn't do the conspiracies, you didn't do the earth was flat, you didn't do none of that when you were getting high?
Nah,
You didn't
know
go
what?
into some religious stuff, start questioning stuff?
Oh my God, DeDe, stop telling on
Nah,
yourself.
I'm like a very like honestly the only thing that was weird that I think really happened to me as far as like I'm like a very picky eater like as far I just like regular food like I know
What's
people
regular
say,
food? Like
just- I was,
American burgers?
plain regular stuff
Right,
like,
right,
stuff,
right.
like I can't eat
So-
all the extra stuff
So you got high one time and what happened?
and I just started eating like all kinds of food like Indian food stuff that I just would never eat like and just, everything was tasting good but like that doesn't happen to me anymore so now
But
I
did
start
you
just-
you ended up on the toilet?
like,
What happened?
you know, no, it was good. It was a great experience for me because I finally, for a long time, I've got to like try things that I don't know.
Fried a snail.
Aren't you Caribbean?
He just went all in.
Started eating all kinds of stuff.
But aren't you Caribbean? Like,
I am. I'm Bayesian and technically I'm Guyanese, but I'm Dutch because my mom's from Curacao.
okay.
Wait,
but-
Wow, that was a lot.
damn,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah, well, my mom was born like right outside of Guyana, but the rest of my family's Guyanese. But my mom was born in Curacao. Technically, I'm Dutch,
Okay.
but
Damn.
Now I feel
That's
so
exotic.
boring.
Me too. I'm just
I'm just
African
Puerto
American.
Rican.
And then all you eat is
Yeah,
burgers?
crazy.
Like, what the?
Okay. All
I
right.
eat all kind of food. I like Italian food. That's like my favorite. type of-
So let's talk about this album though. Tell us about
Yeah.
this. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Memories Don't Die was an album that we just previously dropped.
Wasn't that just like in March?
Yeah, but honestly, like I work so quick and I work so much that was kind of like, because I hadn't dropped music in like 9, 10, 11 months.
Damn.
And for an artist, like a new artist, you know, that's could either be very detrimental
Yeah,
or
right.
it could be good. But for me, it was more so like I have like a core fan base that like really rocks with me regardless of whatever's going on, and can count on them no matter what. If I don't have radio or if, if something
They gonna
happens
support.
to go wrong, I got like a very strong fan base that I've built over the years to fall back on. I think that with everything coming out now, I'm kind of more excited about what's coming out now. And Memories Don't Die was just an album to kind of like warm them up. Like, okay, look, I'm back, guys. Like, I haven't been here for a long time. I'm back. But my fans know me for being consistent with my stuff.
Yeah, because you have this one that's dropping, and you're dropping a Spanish album at the end of the summer.
Yeah, we're about to pretty much they're about to drop around the same time. I got one that's called Love Me Now with a question mark, like Love Me Now.
Okay.
And then one called El Agua, which is all Spanish. It's predominantly Spanish. It's like 90%
Wow,
Spanish.
you speak Spanish?
Yeah, I know how to write it and sing it.
Wow, you're talented as hell.
Lord have mercy.
Gee whiz, he's exotic, come from different Curacao. I'm just African American. He can speak Spanish.
All this, and he's high.
Yeah, God dang it.
That's amazing.
Is there somebody that you want to do a song with that you haven't yet?
I wanted to make a song with Ozuna. That was like one of the main things that I wanted to do, and that was the first song that I did. Like, as far as music now, there's a lot of people, like, I want to make music with J Balvin and Bad Bunny and Daddy Yankee.
What about Drake? On the Spanish album?
Yeah, a lot of them are, but
okay.
Just in case.
Okay.
I was going to say, well, what about Drake? You haven't mentioned him because y'all being from Canada. Because y'all had a beef at first.
Nah, that's my dog.
You guys did it first, right?
No, we had a little feud, but it kind of just ranged from stuff that wasn't really that important. And I think when we sat down as men, you realized like
that's good.
It really wasn't that deep. But that's my dog. I was just talking to him yesterday.
Nice, because you guys are both so talented. So I want to hear you guys do something together too.
I believe personally that in life we'll make multiple songs.
All you got to do is put a dance to it. Like
he's just such a dope dude, and I could say that wholeheartedly just because I've met him and I've had conversations with him. And even if we didn't make music, to be honest with you,
I could see y'all doing like a Jay-Z and Kanye and doing an entire album together.
Really,
yeah,
that would be crazy.
I wouldn't doubt it in life,
right?
I don't see why that couldn't happen in life.
So you know what you guys need to do, and instead of breaking bread with each other, they say let's break bread or whatever. Y'all, smoke blunt together, do whatever, and then see what happens from there, right?
See what happens.
Like you never know.
I mean, write a verse in Spanish.
Yeah, I think everything could work. I'm kind of loving it.